What's goody world? I'm back. I know it's been a while. I had to shut everything down. Y'all know they say we were going to get hit by this storm really, really bad here, especially on my side of town. I'm thankful that we did not get hit. We did get some ice on the trees, but we didn't get like the 3 inches of ice. On my side of town, we didn't even get the 1 inch of ice on the roads. I was out there maneuvering. It was empty. I was out there maneuvering. So I'm thankful for that. I had shut everything down, but we back. Now, this video I'm about to do, the title caught my, you know how they do the suggested, like, for you or whatever it is, how they present it on YouTube. This was on there, and the title reads, The Most Intense Combat Story with an Army Sniper. I like them snipers. Snipers different, man. I think it's a different mindset. So let's see what my boy talking about. And this is recent. This was shot, hold on. This was shot 3 months ago. 3 months ago. Yeah, 3 months ago. This is the Reaper. The thumbnail says the Reaper. Who knows? Let's see what my boy talking about, man. Let's see.
When we thought it was over, I'm like, dude, do you have a grenade? And he already knew I was going with it. If they get in close, we're going to pull this grenade, hug it, and we're going to kill them with us. So he pulls out his grenade.
It's real. The mindset is different. Listen to how he just said that so passively. You got a grenade? You know where I'm going with this. Yeah, we all just going to go. Yeah, all of us. Yeah. Different. Look, he just, let me lean back and stretch real quick.
Get in close, we're going to pull this grenade, hug it, and we're going to kill them with us. So he pulls out his grenade. 1 second, bro. I fist bump Mike Pemberton. We said our goodbyes. I hear this weird slap, and I heard cops scream. I look, and I see like a water hose. Dumb brain again. Pumping red water. Like, what is that? Then I see him fall, and he's screaming, bro. Screaming, cussing, and screaming. And his femoral artery was hit. I remember the ravine, the water we were in, like turning different color, dark brown, and it tasted like pennies. Yeah.
That's blood.
So that's the guy who saved my life.
Oh my God. Is this what's about to happen in this story? Woo! Okay. Let me prep my mind and prep my brain for this. Let's go.
When we thought it was over, I look at the recce team lead, and I'm like, dude, do you have a grenade? And he already knew I was going with it. If they get in close, we're going to pull this grenade, hug it, and we're going to kill them with us, right? So he pulls out his grenade. Man, 1 second, bro. Yeah. That's where I fist bump Mike Pemberton. Yeah, we said our goodbyes. You know? 1 second.
It's okay, man.
Like I said, this is the worst one, so I'm good after this one. And I haven't talked about it in a while, so I think that is different. But yeah, say our goodbyes. I fist pound Mike.
Whatever story he's about to tell, just from him saying, I don't really talk about this one much. I couldn't imagine, just off what he said. I basically just heard the same thing twice. That I asked my boy, you got a grenade. Everybody knows what that means. He fist bump. I couldn't imagine dealing with that, making it out, and not talking about it all the time, just so that it wouldn't wreck my brain. I don't know. Like, I'm the type of person, I got it. Like, if something's like, I just can't keep that in. I need to talk to people who understand what I'm going through, and I need to talk about it all the time. I don't care how annoying it gets.
Yeah. Say our goodbyes. I fist pound Mike Pemberton, and I'm like, dude, tell my wife I was not a bitch. And he's like, dude, I'm not telling her anything. She's Mexican. She'll cut me. I'm like, yes, you will. And yeah, he did our little goodbyes or whatever. Waited to these guys to, overrun us. And look over my shoulder, and here's my dumb brain again, my kid brain. I thought it was the Roadrunner. Like when someone's running real fast and you can see the dust kicking up from the back of their feet. It was a machine gun team. Cop, Eric Ennis, those guys. They heard the call. And dude. Yeah. They heard the call of, we were pinned down pretty good. And they came in and extracted us, and we popped smoke. Murphy's Law. We popped smoke and the wind blew it the opposite direction, so we had no cover, like screen cover or anything like that to bound out.
Popping smoke, if I'm not mistaken, I think I've learned this from movies. Because they pop smoke. They smoke bomb. They throw the smoke bomb to create a guise, but he's saying that the wind blew it the opposite direction in the way that they actually wanted to travel. So they had no guys. Okay.
We had no cover, like screen cover or anything like that to bound out. We were going to bound out in twos. And me and Mike Pemberton were going to be the last guys to bound out, covering them as best as we could as, they made it back to the machine gun team on the road that we were originally overlooking. And snipers trying to pick us off as we're running. So I tell Mike, I'm like, dude, zigzag. And I learned this from just, where I grew up. I'm like, dude, you're getting shot at, zigzag.
That's crazy.
And I didn't zigzag. I just V-lined it. And it's the fastest. I felt like I was running on clouds, man. I could not feel the ground beneath my feet. V-lined it to the machine gun team. Mike's right behind me. And
Talk to me. He's saying V-line, not B-line. Is it B-line or V-line? I don't know. I don't really use the term, but he's saying V. I think I grew up hearing B.
V-lined it to the machine gun team. Mike's right behind me, and you can hear the cracks of the rifle, and you see the ground pop up, and made it back to the machine gun team. I look at Cop, I'm like, dude, I am sucking. I need water bad. Haven't had water in, felt like a day or whatever, and really thirsty, and mouth was sticking together and couldn't form any spit. He gives me water out his backpack. I drank half the bottle, gave the rest to Mike, and it's up to me, hey, where are we going? I'm like, well, let's make our way back to the main element where you guys came from, and we'll join up with them and finish out this mission. And as we pick up to move out, I see some guy pop out.
Guys, I know y'all. I know I done paused this so much, but bro, just moments ago, he was ready to go with a grenade off everybody. He gets out, and the first thing he thinks is, we gotta finish the mission. I thought he already clocked out of the mission. Bro, the mindset is wild. Wired. These dudes wired different.
This mission. And as we pick up to move out, I see some guy pop out from the backside of this little house. And I put my rifle over Pemberton's shoulder. We're both facing that direction. I use his shoulder as a brace because we're standing. And I, shot this guy as he poked out from behind the house, and like a walking firefight. And I made the dumbest call of my life, man, of skirting the tree line. Yeah. Should have went in it and skirted the tree line, probably tired. Wanted to get to the element as quickly as we could because they were also in a huge firefight, throwing grenades and back and forth, borderline hand-to-hand combat in this little ravine. It was intense, bro. making it back to them, skirted the tree line, and I shit you not, I saw the ground open up. Like a guy come out the ground, he lifted up the grass, and he came out of the ground, and it's a team of guys, and they started engaging us from, dude, me to that wall. It's danger close.
Shit.
And we get ambushed, and I remember diving head first. I didn't care how deep this ditch was or what was in it. Dove in, hit water, like chest deep water. We all jump into it, and I look over and I can see Cop, the guy who had just rescued us. He's got his leg up on the embankment. Yeah. Laying down a cover fire. And I can see the dudes' heads in the ground, and I start shooting, and what I could hit, I know I hit one, and got back down, and as I get into like cover from the embankment portion, I'm like, this high.
You know, man, it's so crazy, man. And tell me if I'm tripping, y'all, but and all of my military guys that's been in combat who's actually caught a body or 9 or 10 or however many you caught, man, just watching him speak about it, it's almost like you guys are trained. Tell me if I'm tripping. I could be tripping, y'all. It's like you guys are trained to not look at humans as humans, like how he said, like, you know, I'm watching the heads pop up and I know I hit at least one. It's just like, it's not, I know I shot one guy in the head. I know I start laying fire. I know I hit at least one. Like it's a target. And yeah, it's a target, but it's a human. Is that in training? Basically, I'm asking, are you guys actually trained that way, or do you guys train yourselves to think that way? Or am I tripping by even thinking that y'all think that way? Do y'all actually look at them as humans, or do y'all actually just look at them as moving targets? Like I have to look at them like that in order to complete my job. Y'all let me know.
Into like cover from the embankment portion, I'm like this high in water, chest high, neck high at this point, and I hear this loud sound like an M4. An M4 was right by my ear, and I'm like, I go to look over, like, dude, back away a little bit, and there's no one right there. But then I see the embankment behind me, the mud like blowing up, and I'm like, holy shit, that's gunfire. So I move off to the side a little bit, and that's when I'm going back up to engage, and I hear this weird slap, and I heard cops scream. And I look, and I see like a water hose, dumb brain again, pumping red water, like squirting into the field. Like, what is that? Then I see him fall, and he's screaming, bro, screaming, cussing and screaming. And his femoral artery was hit, snapped up into his body, and he took 2 rounds to it. And I remember the ravine, the water we were in, like turning different color, dark brown, and it tasted like pennies. And look at a commander, the lead, who's.
If y'all don't know, I'm pretty sure y'all do know, but blood, it has that penny copper taste to it.
With us, and by this point he's next to me, so I grab him, I pull him in close to I could talk to him in his ear, screaming, we need to get this like 300 meters down this ravine or down here to this opening. That's where we take our dog leg and go across this field in the safe haven. The safe house was going to be there, but we have to go now. We're screwed in this little ravine, and screwed. And as I'm talking to him, I feel a splash of warm water slap my face, and then he just got weightless. And I don't know what I thought. I just thought he just sat down really fast. And he goes down, I wipe the water off my face, and it wasn't water, it was his blood. And I see this Right above his body armor is gaping hamburger meat hanging out of his chest.
Time is a funny thing. It's so limited, and yet we let it pass by us. We're all guilty of putting important things off until later. If you've been putting off life insurance, check out Fabric by Gerber Life. They make it fast and easy so you can check it off your list right now. Fabric by Gerber Life is term life insurance you can get done today. Made for busy parents like you, all online and on your schedule right from your couch. You could be covered in under 10 minutes with no health exam required. Fabric is partnered with Gerber Life, trusted by millions of families just like yours for over 50 years. There's no risk, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, and you can cancel at any time. And they have over 1,900 five-star reviews on Trustpilot with a rating of excellent. Join the thousands of parents who trust Fabric to help protect their family. Apply today in just minutes at meetfabric.com/srclips. That's meetfabric.com/srclips. MEET fabric.com/srclips. Policies issued by Western Southern Life Assurance Company, not available in certain states. Prices subject to underwriting and health questions.
Some fine print too, didn't it?
I go back up against the embankment. Pemberton comes over and he just puts his hand inside the wound. And I remember him like screaming. Yeah. And I went black, bro. It's the only time in combat where I like blacked out for a second. I'm staring in his eyes and watching his chest open up and Pemberton's hand in it and him screaming, and cop had stopped screaming at this point and our medic is working on him. Badass medic, Melvin. His kit bag is floating.
Yeah, son. I'm still working. Can you give me a minute? You want to do what? Okay. What's up? No. What's up?
I'm going to sit down.
No.
I'm going to tell something about history.
You gonna tell me something about history?
Yes.
What you gonna tell me?
Okay, let's about history. My name is Empire. 805 to 300.
Yeah, that is history. That's a good old commercial and a good old phone number.
Hey,
all right.
Don't watch local history.
Okay. All right. See you later.
Empire today it is from history.
Okay.
Don't watch your local history.
Don't watch logo history. Okay.
Don't watch your local history now.
Okay.
So don't watch your local history.
Okay, cool. I won't. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You close the door for me, please? Thank you.
In the water. And he's Melvin. His kit bag is floating in the water. And he's doing like surgery, bro. You know?
Shit.
Put on 2 tourniquets. Bleeding wouldn't stop. He's packing it, trying to, get it to stop. Watkins got hit in his foot or his ankle. So we're down 3. And one of the recce guys came over and slapped me on my helmet. He slapped me on my helmet and he's like, dude, get back in it, I'm like, oh shit, yeah. And he's like, come over here. The sniper, he's not engaging him. And he's like, come over here to me behind this weird little fallen tree. And as soon as I get up next to him to get eyes on anything, we get shot at. And he pushes me, was like, dude, he's targeting you. Everywhere I went down this ravine, pow, crack. And the cries, and, everybody's jacked up and cops going in and out of consciousness. And we finally made the decision to, let's just move. We can't get pinned down here. So he passed his body up on the stretcher. And I remember him passing by and just white. And when we would take cover, we'd shout like, yeah, dude, hold your breath, you know? We'd have to go underwater to get him to safety. And yeah, he, you know, was out of it, lost a lot of blood. And we get to the end of the ravine, and I remember popping out the other side and going into the safe house, and dude, it felt like World War III opened up, and I go down. Pemberton looks back at me. He's like, thought I was hit. He comes and grabs me and starts pulling me. I'm looking up at him like, dude, what are you doing? And he's like, I said, we're getting shot at. He's like, no, those are our guys. We had support by fire, machine guns up on top, and I was just so, you know, out of it a little bit. And we get into the safe haven, the little house we had taken over, and the first sergeant was in there, and he's like, hey, you guys get up on top. And we were the first ones to get up on top to provide cover as, you know, cop, and everybody else was coming out. And we were just told to engage everything that was a threat. And I remember looking out, and dudes were getting dropped off in like vans with the sliding doors taken off, and mopeds and bikes with like 3 guys on them, and RPGs and ammo and machine guns piling out into the city. Pretty far away, and couldn't engage them, too far away, and tried some shots too far away, and just picked off everything else that I could pick off. And yeah.
Just pick off everything I could pick off. Like, what does that mean? You're talking about actual people. And this is crazy. It's crazy to think that my boy was just in a ravine, chest deep in water. The guy, if I'm not mistaken, the guy who saved his life, cop, got hit. His blood is on him. They make a move and immediately is put right back to work. Get on top. Get on top and hold everybody off. This is, I understand that this is normal in combat. I do. It's just, I don't think it'll ever not be crazy hearing it. Like, this is always going to be, whether I hear it from the person or somebody else. Long as it's like, I know it's a true event, when I hear it, it's always going to blow my mind, because I always put myself there. Like, I'm putting myself everywhere he is. That's why the shit be blowing my mind like that. Like, I don't know if I could have dealt. I don't know if I could have handled that. But then again, I haven't been through basic training. I've never been in the military. I know the programming happens. I've never been programmed that way. Shit is just, it just blows my mind every time.
Tried some shots too far away, and just picked off everything else that I could pick off. And yeah. And we called for reinforcements, the Marines to come in, and they couldn't do it. They had to have more people, like I said, a brigade, and we were told that the best they could do was park their vehicles like a mile away, and we had to run to them. That was like not really an option at the moment. We were going to stay and fight. So we had the guys who, from my platoon, put speedballs together, ready to go, ammo and stuff like that. They were going to fly the helicopters in low, drop off the speedballs, and we were going to get it out and fight all night.
Let's see what a speedball is. Just from him speaking those few sentences, it sounds like a speedball is something that they put together real quick to provide aid for the soldiers on ground. Whether it be, I'm thinking it's ammo, but we're gonna see. Let me just see if I'm tripping. Military terms. Speedballs are prepackaged missions. No. Speedballs are prepackaged mission configured loads containing anything that can be kicked out of a rotary wing aircraft and survive a drop approximately 30 feet. So I guess Let me look at this. Hold on. A small stash of essential fighting gear that can be quickly assessed during a protracted fight. Okay. I think I may have gotten it right, that even though they didn't mention ammunition or weapons, but
drop off the speedballs, and we were going to get it out and fight all night. Watched the medevac come in and provided cover for them. It's an old school like medevac with the big cross on the side. And watching the guys carry out the wounded and covering them, and stayed to fight. Had 210 bullets and had 6 when it was over left. Did a lot of shooting, and yeah, we had to. That was the initial call, was to remain overnight. Luckily, that wasn't the case. And as we were running low on ammo, I'll never forget the call. My first sergeant was like, "If you got a bayonet, if you got a knife, get ready. We're going hand to hand. If these guys are going to overrun this compound." So, in my mind, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to smoke a guy, get his AK, and fight with that. And if we go hand to hand, hey, Hodge is pretty small. We're good. So luckily that did not happen. We did make the decision to run out. Everybody was like timid, not timid. It was a rough day. Like hour 8, 9 at this point.
what?
We have to run out the wide open field, a mile, to get to the Marines that finally made it. And I volunteered. It was like, I wanted to kill myself so much that day. It was like, after like I saw the third guy was hit, debated standing up, just getting my head taken off, Just tired of it.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was like, I'll volunteer, and I'm not like crying too much, am I?
You're all good, man.
Come on, man.
I've never heard anything like this.
I'm sucking, bro. But
Come on, bro.
so yeah, I volunteered to
You ain't got to worry about that, man.
lead us out. I had like 6 bullets left. And I told Pemberton, I was like, you take up the rear for the assault team, make sure we're good, and I'll get the front. We're just going to book it.
Oh, God, this is so crazy, man. If somebody else tells his story, I'm almost certain it's told from a standpoint of bravery. When he's telling his story, he's telling it, he's giving us the actual real, it's me, I know what I was feeling. And he's saying it may appear to be bravery, but it was really just me being fed up, ready to get the fuck on up out of here, man. So I volunteered, even though the act of volunteering to do this is bravery. It's just him letting us know, yeah, it was just me being tired. I was tired. I was ready to go. Get me up out of here. I done seen my friends pass in front of me or get hurt really bad in front of me. I just want to get up out of here too, man. Just, I'll go. It's like, damn. The perspectives are different. Because even him telling the story, we're going to say that no matter what, no matter how you felt, no matter how ready you was ready to go, that was still brave, bro. Somebody else just tells the story, is complete bravery. In his mind, from what he's saying, that's not what that was, guys. Am I tripping? I don't know. I might be tripping.
The assault team, make sure we're good, and I'll get the front. We're just gonna book it. I don't have time to shoot, So we just start running when they open up the big blue doors, the gates. I have a picture of it, before we ran out. I just booked it, man. See the Marines on top of a hill, and they didn't have enough vehicles for us or whatever, so yeah. We had to fit like 30 guys in 4 Humvees and on Humvees and piled in. And I had a big 500-pound Marine 50 cal gunner laying on my chest, and I'm laying across Pemberton's lap and another assaulter's lap. He's being stood on. It's cram-packed in there. Some guys are piled on, and we drive out. I asked for a cigarette, and this Marine was like, gave me one, and I go to flick it out the hatch, and it landed back in my... I always say that was like the worst part of that whole mission, was having that cigarette burn my back, and this other guy, an assaulter, pouring his canteen out on me, dousing me. I'm like, dude, it's just a cigarette. But we get back, and we got the target we were going after, captured him, and I remember doing the quick AAR when we got back, and I'm sitting next to a prisoner before we fly him out to where we have to fly him out to, and I'm sitting next to a prisoner, and I'm leaning up against my rucksack, and dude, I'm dozing off, and I do doze off, and I heard a clear as day, man, bullet snap past my head. So I wake up, I'm looking around, and I'm wondering, why is no one else freaking out? Right. Everyone's just pretty calm and chill, waiting for the helicopters to come in. I'm like, damn, that was not even a gunshot. I'm still hearing bullet snap, And I knew I was like hurt after that.
Yo, that's so crazy. I've never posed the question ever in my brain. I don't even know if I've even seen anyone else pose the question. When does PTSD start? When does it start? It started for him right away. Oh, man. God.
And I knew I was like hurt after that. And then a few days later, a cop died.
Dang.
The first hospital he went to, power went out. So they had to take him to another hospital.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that's the guy who saved my life.
I've never heard anything like that before.
My bad, bro. Oh, man. Haven't talked about it like that in a while either. But yeah, think about it every day. Every day. Every day, man.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.
Is that his name, Nick Irving, the Reaper? Damn, that's a five. Wait a minute. 5 hours. Oh, this is over a year ago. Okay, so it wasn't in 3 months. Just that clip, I guess, was clipped in 3 months. Nick, man, I think everyone watching feel for you, bro. If you ask us, you was brave as hell, bro. I know in the moment you wasn't thinking, let me be brave. But that was bravery, bro. And I know it's so many details about this story that we don't, like them running the mile and him just saying, hey, we made it to the Humvees. Like, that's correct. Like, I could imagine, like, during that mile run, it takes me 15 minutes to run a mile at 4 miles an hour, 4.5 miles an hour. So I know they were running way faster than me. So let's just cut the time down to 7 minutes. Let's just cut it in half. It took 7 minutes for them to run this mile. 7 minutes of taking on artillery, taking on RPG, taking on everything they got to throw at you, and you made it. We don't know if anybody didn't make it. We don't know. That's the point I make. So much story in just that run. Just that run. My boy can't even cover the ground, man. I feel you, bro. Damn, man. I wonder how many more got stories like this that I can go watch. Y'all let me know, man. That's different mindset. Nick, boy, you built different, man. Salute to you. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Catch y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace.